Yeah, Dungeon somehow getting pole in like first league race in forever. Yeah, Y-Side starting his lap as let's ride on board with him as we come onto the back straight. Let's see if the track conditions are going to be favorable for his last attempt as Beastiver goes up to P6. And just at the last minute, he can maybe get another lap in, but it looks like he's stopped for now. But let's go back to Y-Side. And oh, Beastiver, a purple sector 1. So it looks like track conditions are actually pretty good now. Alan as well. And Alan, a 1:22.5 goes up to P1. And that's a purple sector 3 for Alan. Well, let's see what Y-Side can do. His first sector is quicker than Alan, but can he make up some more time in the second sector as he comes through the two Lesmos? And is DRS going to be enabled now? Let's see, not just yet. We're going to have to wait a few more minutes for that DRS. But in the second sector, is this going to be an improvement for Y-Side? Yes, it is. 27.8, a few hundreds faster than Alan. So it's all or nothing here in this final sector. Only one corner to go. The iconic Parabolica as he now comes into the braking zone. And he takes that very nicely, getting very close to the wall on the inside there. But it looks like he just slid a bit too much through the corner. It looks like he dropped some minimum speed on the exit there, but now it goes right up to the barrier, and he goes to P1, takes pole position away from Alan, and that's a 22.4 from Y-Side. Excellent lap from the Swedish driver. And for the first time in 1 year, PARC is going to be back racing, and it's going to be 5 lights out here at Monza. And it's Y-Side getting a good start off the line and maintaining the lead from pole position, but Alan putting alongside him in the Mercedes, as it's going to be a long run down into turn 1. The drivers are going to have to judge their braking point carefully as we come into the first chicane. And Y-Side, looks like Y-Side has gained a huge amount of time over Alan through those 2 corners alone, but now it's going to be very close just behind Y-Side. And now Alan is still in P2, but it looks like he's under pressure from another Mercedes. I think is that Dungeon or maybe Crackdev, I'm not sure. But as we come into the first chicane, and it is the second chicane, sorry, it is Y-Side still leading as we come through the 2 Lesmos, and it is still very close battle for P2, but Y-Side just putting away here slightly, as he has done it in previous seasons before. And now as we come into Ascari here in the 3rd sector, and Alan maintaining 2nd position ahead of Crackdev. But what's happened to Dungeon? Dungeon's fallen down into P5, and he's got a very bad exit out of there. And as we come into Parabolica, and it looks like he's lost multiple positions, and he looks like he's fallen behind Aston Martin. I don't know who that is, but Yushi goes very wide out of Parabolica, almost going into the gravel there. But now as we come towards the end of the first lap, it's Y-Side leading by the entire second. Oh, never mind, leading by 0.4 of a second. And as we come into the second chicane, oh, Y-Side going very sideways on the exit there. And has he lost the lead to Alan? It looks like he has. So as we come onto the back straight, oh, the rain has started now. Maybe you could see some drivers coming in for inters, but yeah, Alan gets the DRS. Y-Side doesn't somehow. Speed for ages with the fastest lap at 19.4. So he's looking very competitive in that Aston Martin as, oh, that speed going very wide on the exit of the first chicane. And that's likely to stay with him for the remainder of the race, because it's looking like we're going to have wet weather for the entirety of this race, as everyone coming into the pits now. It's time to go for the inters, and who gets the best pit stop out of here. It looks like Y-Side and Crackdev still side by side as we exit the pit lane. Actually no, Y-Side comes out ahead of Crackdev here, and once again it's going to be crucial to judge your braking point carefully into this first chicane here, and both drivers keep it on track. They keep the car under control. But yeah, Y-Side maintaining his lead out front as the conditions are getting worse and worse. The rain getting heavier and heavier. Oh, speed! Speed spun out of Ascari, and he lost his entire front nose cone. Oh my god, the second I spectated him, I just saw him crash. That was funny. Alan is still behind him after all of that. Speed crashed, lost his front wing and spun. And Alan's still behind him, and loads of people are on the gravel in Parabolica. Oh, Maxi out on track, and he crashed, and out comes the safety car. You want me to drive safety car, right? Okay. Oh, Maxi can drive, Maxi drive. Why are you on sticks, man? What? Bro, you're not gonna be able to drive, like... Oh, let's see, he's into the chicane, is he gonna crash? Oh, he actually didn't crash. But yeah, everything's messed up now, everyone's just going, because they don't know where the safety car is. I think Maxi, you should just stop, because everyone's gone ahead of you now. Bro, Maxi, just respawn. Maxi, just respawn. Maxi, respawn. Maxi, respawn. Yeah, mate, go on into then. Go on wet. Of course you can't drive on. We've had like 8 laps of safety car so far. How's he lap? What's going on? You cracked him your laps. How's this happen?
He did an announcement saying Maxi stop moving.
Yeah, just restart this.
Yes, restart, yes.
We had a red flag restart after some problems with the safety car, but for the second time it's lights out and away we go. Whiteside once again starting from pole position, and we have someone driving backwards because of course we do, but coming into the first corner, and it's Whiteside leading once again, and AccuBall's in P2. It's been a very good start from him, but now, oh, someone's broken the leaderboard. But never mind that, let's go back to the action. Whiteside leading the pack out front as we come into the second chicane. AccuBall's gonna have to defend P2 from the UC, and oh, AccuBall's flipping the car, and he's lost his front wing, lost his rear wing, lost everything. I don't know what the hell happened there. It's like maybe he just hit the sausage curve at the wrong angle. And oh, that's a V-carb spinning. That's Yushi spinning out on Lesmo too. And that's another Ferrari spinning as well. And this has been a terrible first lap for a few drivers here. But this has been a perfect restart for Whiteside, leading by I don't know how many seconds because the leaderboard has completely screwed itself. But Whiteside leading ahead of the Mercedes of Alan, and Speed for Ages once again contending for that podium. We have, I think that's Alan on the, or Crackdev on the medium tires, everyone else around him going for the soft tires. So as the leaderboard finally fixes itself, it's Whiteside leading at the end of the first lap of this restart. No, they don't, but Alan going very wide on the gravel there, having a bit of a moment on the exit, and that's going to cost him a bit of time. And oh, that's Whiteside down to P4. What happened to him? Maybe a penalty or something, but he's now down to P4. And who's leading the race? Speed for Ages, going from P3 to P1 in only the span of a few corners now. So now it looks like a battle for P2 between the two Mercedes and Whiteside. They're 3 wide coming down into the final corner. But now, who is going to be the last of the late breakers coming into Parabolica? Looks like Whiteside has just edged ahead of both Mercedes here. But now, coming onto the start-finish straight, do any of them get DRS? It doesn't look like they do. Oh, one of the Mercedes gets DRS. But Crackdev with the fastest lap of the race at 20.7. The track maybe a bit wet because we saw some drivers setting a 119s previously. He's still fighting it out here as Alan sets a new fastest lap. Speed for Ages doesn't get the DRS, and that's going to cost him some speed as he gets a corner cut penalty on the first corner, and that's going to lose speed for Ages 3 seconds to Y-Side. So it looks like he's now out of contention for the win, but Y-Side could still make a mistake here. That's the lap times we should be seeing as we now come on to lap 5 as Cractive into the gravel on the exit of turn 1. And that's going to be him now out of contention for the lead. And Cractive seemingly retiring from the race, making that mistake. All hope is lost for him, it seems like. And he's decided to give up.
Speed is out the lead.
You're basically, if you got on the sand, you're going to crash 100%. But he's only 2 seconds
It's like a crashing, or it'll get you slowed down immediately. And that's what fucks up your race.
As we come into the final corner, and it's now going to be a drag race as we come up to the line between the Swedish driver and the British driver in the Aston Martin. But Speed for Ages maintaining the lead for yet another lap as Y-Side sets a 19.0, an astonishing lap time from the previous championship contender from season 3. As we now come on to the exit of the first corner, Y-Side has got the move done for P1, and he's back up into the lead where he belongs.
Let's see the gap between Y-Side and Speed. Let's see how they will chicane to take it well. Y-Side McCann will now front one nose.
I don't know.
I think it's a back wheels.
Yeah, someone's a lap ahead of Y-Side.
I think that actually helped Speed, because Speed on my screen is now ahead of Y-Side. Yeah,
Well,
Speed is ahead.
The opposite. At least the opposite. Y-Side. Oh, never mind. Speed.
Slow down. Speed slow down.
Oh, Speed slow down. Oh no.
That's correct.
Is that him out of the podium now? Yeah, I think it is.
No.
Speed is now up into P3. And that was very unlikely. Didn't expect that to happen. Actually, there's a battle for P2 as well between Steenies, Alan, and Speed for Ages. Looks like Steenies just hit the sausage curb at the wrong angle in the second chicane. Looks like it costed him a bit of time, and he's now under threat from the Mercedes of Alan. And Steenies gets a penalty at Lesmo 2.
Spun! Logo spun in the Lesmos.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but Alan gets a penalty at Ascari. That's going to be Speed back ahead, but let's go back to the lead of the race. Let's go to Y-Side, and almost a year later, PARC continues racing, but we have a familiar face back at the top, and it's going to be Y-Side who wins here at Monza, and Speed for Ages takes second place. What a race this was.
Yeah, Speed.
And in P3, P3 is going to be Speed.
P4
P3 is Beastova.
P6.
P4 Speedy. P5 Alan.
You should be 7.
I have no idea what happened in the battle for P3. But
can I say, Equipos has no front wing and no back wing.
Yushi crashed.
Bushi.
Alright.
Yushi and Bushi.
Akibos and Yushi both have no front wing.